Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and this is my review for the foolishness, okay, that is love during lockup. Okay, this is season 5, episode 25. So, again, I hope everybody is having a great Sunday. Okay, I'm recording this on Saturday, but y'all will get it Sunday. I also want to mention I will be live today at 4 p.m. for my Love and Marriage Huntsville review live, and I'll be live again at around 7 p.m. for a gossip check. This stuff we have to gossip about because it's stuff going on. Okay, now I also did a little premiere. So if you have not already, make sure to go watch my recap of China of Ayana with y'all since I did this one, most stuff and happened, but go watch this part, okay? We also got into the Ice Spice Nicki Minaj situation or whatever. So those videos are already up, okay? But again, today at 4 p.m., I will be live at 4 for Love Marriage Huntsville review. I know some folks ain't watching it, but you can still watch me, okay? And then my Gossip Chat review will be up live at around 7 p.m. today. Okay. But we are here for this stuff. I said, girl, Ayana is delusional. Okay. Delusions all up and through. Okay. Shanta, girl, you dating blind and foolish. And I don't think you realize it or whatever. You know, Joy around here being fooled too. Joy need rehab. We'll get to that in 1 second. And Tennie, is it Tennie tonight? Ground. I think it's Tennie. Honey, her access to Rob's money is causing issues with the mama. Okay. And we just gonna get up and through all these things. Now, look, I am around here, but I'm not gonna be on camera, okay? Because why? Look, y'all. I just talk like a mess. It's late. It is 1:30 in the morning. I'm on my little sweatshirt or whatever. So I don't want to be on camera. But I changed my background a little bit. It's moving too, y'all. Ain't it cute? So I wanted to give y'all some things to look at that look different. Reasons I will not be on camera. But my antics are still here, okay? But let's get it. Did y'all already like the video? Y'all like the video? You know, comment in the comment section. Share the video. Okay, subscribe to my channel. Become a whole JayBirds. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, but let's go. Okay, these people around here. Child, things is happening, and we got to meet the last couple for this season of love during lockup. Okay, now look, we get to meet Rick and Samantha. Okay, Rick is 58. He's retired. I don't know retired from what, but he's retired. And then Samantha's 56. Again, it's a 2-year difference. Okay, they around the same age or whatever. Oh, honey, a mature older time love. Okay. She is in for felony DUI. I'm like, not you drinking and driving, ma'am. Okay. So Rick, again, 58, Samantha 56. They have been dating for about 3 months. I said, child, that is like 2 days. Okay. 3 months in prison time. Is that any time at all? I don't know. But they was reconnecting. Okay. They knew each other back in high school 35 years ago. Is that math right? Let me do the math. Let me see. Because he said 35 years ago. But if he's 58, honey, I could sometimes math ain't my best suit. 35, that's 23. Was it college? Did you mean college? Or was y'all, flunking a whole bunch of times? Because you should not have been in high school at 23. Maybe the years is wrong. Or maybe he mean we knew each other in high school and we lost touch 35 years ago. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, they used to like mess around back in the day. Okay, he was like a little ladies' man, flirting here, flirting there, flirting everywhere. So he did not really take the situationship serious. Okay, he said so. We lost touch. 35 years later, after I got divorced. Okay, I looked her up. I was like, where's she at? Where is Samantha? I am divorced now. I want to get with her. Okay, because I remember her and her cooch. And he said when I looked her up. He said, I found her, okay. I found her dating profile on prison website. I said, y'all, prisons having dating websites. Ain't that strange to y'all? Ain't it just a little bit weird or whatever? But again, it is what it is, okay? But again, I found her dating profile on the website. Okay, I hit her up or whatever, and we've been talking ever since. Now she was arrested back in 2018 again for DUI. That was her second DUI. Okay, that was the second one. So they sentenced her to 3.5 years in prison, and she's currently in like a little, not a halfway house, but they have those houses or those units where they send people to right before they come home, like a re-entry program house or whatever. She has to like work and all that stuff. So she's doing that. But again, she got a drinking issue, and she admits, look, I've had a couple DUIs. I had a drinking issue, ma'am. I'm gonna say this respectfully. If you were arrested during the drinking issues until you've been out on the outside for let's say a year or two, clean and sober, you may still have that drinking problem. Okay, I'm just saying it's good that she's been in there and she clean and sober now. But ma'am, retain the soberness on the outside. Okay. Now they both said once they reconnected, because he hit up her, she hit him back or whatever. They was happy to be back in each other's lives. Okay. Now he out shopping with his nieces because he does not have children. So his nieces are like, like his children or whatever. And the niece like, oh, hey, how you doing, Samantha? Because Samantha called. Now the one niece is the correctional officer, and she said, I'm the one who has to read the inmates' mail and their letters because y'all do know the prisons, they read your stuff. So if you round there talking freaky deaky, they read that too, okay? And she said, we see these prisoners, okay, and they be writing to multiple people. You have a man and his wife talking to the wife, the girlfriend, and this child, many of people. Because she's like, I need you to know, Uncle, that these prisoners be using people, okay, to get their way. Okay, that's what they talk to multiple folks, so you can't be weary about that or whatever. Now, when Rick then brings up how he too, over the years, he was also an alcoholic, okay? But he's gotten sober. So the nieces are worried that because Samantha is in prison for a DUI, that she may get him back into drinking because he had a hard drinking issue, okay? Like he maybe almost died or whatever, okay? So they don't want him to go back down that road, okay? It's like, so Uncle, if you sober, maybe don't get with somebody who the last time they was free, they was drunk. Okay, anyway, but they talking to when he's talking to Rick is talking to Samantha on the phone, and he mentioned like giving her some money. They're like, Uncle, how much money you gave that lady? Now I think he said 2,500. He said 25. I didn't think he meant $25. I'm like, you gave her 2,500. He said, well, she need money for the stuff to get for the stuff in prison. I'm like, not $25. No, man. Okay. But the niece is like, look, I don't want him getting used and abused and taken advantage of. So I hope he pays attention. Okay. When he then tells his nieces, yeah, I proposed to her. Like, we're gonna get married. They was like, what? They in shock, and he like, my nieces are they're very judgmental. Well, sir, you're marrying a DUI person from the prison, and you are a recovering alcoholic. That is a pit stop on the way to HE double hockey sticks, if I ever heard one. I never understand why people with addiction get with people who their last thing was something with the same addiction. It's just foolishness. Okay, foolishness. Now, next up, we have, Shanta and True. Shanta is dating blind because I'm like, ma'am, do you see how crazy what you say sounds? I don't think she sees it. I don't. So I fully feel like she's dating blind, deaf, blind, and dumb a little bit. Okay. Now again, remember, True has been in prison for the past child since he was a teenager. Okay, he went to prison at like 18, 19 years old for first degree robbery. So he doesn't even have any adults in the life in the world experience. All he had is prison. He was raised in prison, and I'm not sure like she was. Anyway, they around here, okay, and we see Shanta. No, first we see True. Child, True is in the prison showing. I said they is really filming this man in prison. Now I know when people be on TV shows that the production gets approval to go shoot scenes or shoot them in the prison. So True said, "Look, I'm in here. I took culinary classes. I wanted to, learn something in prison. You know what I'm saying? I've been here all these years, so yeah, I can cook. Okay, and I learned a whole lot. I mean, when you've been in prison." For 10, 12 years or whatever, however long you've been there, you should be a master chef. Okay. You should be a Michelin star chef of the prison systems. But he was round there showing them. I said, he made a whole omelet. I can't make no omelet. And I'm on the outside. Okay. But they was really like, I'm like, he's showing them the kitchen. I'm like, look, but I'm like, that mean he getting out. Okay. Anyway. But he round there showing them that. Now Shanta feels like, yeah, when he get out, we gonna open us a restaurant. I said, what? How? Can he? Anyway, but cause she went to visit a restaurant owner, advisor, whatever, another woman who owns a restaurant and can advise her or him what they have to, get together and get done to have their own restaurant. And she said, "Cause we both love cooking." So we want to open a restaurant together. She said that she was going to have to take out about $100,000 loan to open the restaurant. That she at first wanted to have at least 25,000 saved, okay, to put forth, the money for the restaurant. But she fought back. I had to start all over because I got robbed. Okay, somebody robbed me for some money, so I have to start from scratch because the money I wanted ain't there. But again, I'm gonna need a loan of about 100 grand. I'm like, ma'am, then why? Well, maybe I don't get why people get with people in prison who went in as a child and then feel like, yeah, this is great. Like, what has he done? Anyway, I'm gonna stop. True calls from prison. So it's True on the phone, Shanta on the phone too, holding the phone or whatever, talking to the advisor lady. Okay. And she's like, it took about 2 years because he asked, like, how long will it be before you make a profit? And she said, well, for me, like, it's like 2 years before I make like a profit or whatever, because it just doesn't go, quick like that. This fool said, well, I was hoping like we can make a profit in a couple months. I'm like, sir, see, that show that he ain't ready. It also shows that Shanta is dating blind, because you on the outside, you should know when if you take out a loan for $100,000, what makes you feel like you will profit within a couple of months? I mean, is you selling Jesus chicken that's blessed beyond measure? I don't know, but I'm like, common sense for me to be like, no, babe, we need to plan to possibly not make a profit for a year or two, meaning we're making money to pay the bills and pay back the loan. And then because we're paying back the loan, we're not creating more debt, creating more interest, on our debt. Okay. That would be my suggestion. But no, she's listening. And when this fool True said, yeah, she gonna be the one doing most of the cooking. I'm gonna be the one in charge of things behind the scenes, managing in the business. I say no, no. One thing I would never let happen is the person. Again, she did not know that man before he went in. Okay, she don't know that man. They have not even seen each other in person. Now they have had video calls. Sure, okay, cool. But why would you even let a man say, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the one in charge of the business"? She gonna cook? No, no. You can cook. You've been in prison for 12, 13, 18 years. You was a master prison chef. You get behind them damn things and cook that food. And Shonda is a fool if she let this man who has been in prison for 12 odd years run the business part of things. No. Now the advisor laughed when dude said it. Okay. She told Shanta, girl, I would never let anybody be a partner because people come and go. Okay. You have to at least make sure that your name was on a paperwork. Okay. Because don't be no fool now. Now, while I believe you can have partners, you can, but not one from prison. That's just stupid. That's just dumb. Okay. We then see, and I remember she said earlier that she was robbed of some money. Okay. We then find out she went, now remember, she met True through her stepbrother because the stepbrother was in prison with True, and that's how they ended up meeting or whatever. So Shanta goes to meet up with the stepbrother, who she's like, I have not talked to him in about a year or a little over a year because, I feel like I know he stole $5,000 from, I think, 5 G's. 5 G's? Girl, his legs now broke. Anyway, she said, I knew it was him because only him and my kids was at my house at the time. And while he has been denying, it was him. She's like, I know he stole my money, but he just won't admit it. Y'all, look at her brother. This the step brother. Can't nobody on God's green earth convince me this man did not take her. The chains he wearing prove to me he took the $5,000. I said, child, he got all these chains. I'm like, he was dressed like a bishop robbery church member. Okay, suit looked too big or whatever. He had a boot on his foot. He said because his boss dropped something heavy on his foot messed up. But I was like, is he a pastor? Is he a pimp? Which one? I say, oh, he took her money. It was him. He did it, okay? So stepbrother and her meet up in the chit chat because she like, look, when is you gonna give me my money back? Because you took my money. Now I did not steal the money. I know you had a safe. You told me you had one, but I didn't go in your safe and take your $5K. That wasn't me. Okay. He then said, I know. I have been in and out of prison. I know I've also dealt with my addiction, but I did not take her money. Something, child, his body language was showing he was lying. His whole demeanor, he lying. Okay, he just don't want to admit it. And this is my thing. They was sitting there talking. True then calls on. Remember, him and True were in prison together. True then calls on the phone. True then say, "Man, when is you gonna give her back that money?" And he still, look. When you get out, man, I got something for you because I don't want us. Again, he was just talking like somebody who's like, I don't want to admit I took it, but I'm gonna get y'all some money some kind of way. Okay, I don't know how, but some kind of way. So like nothing came of the conversation. But I'm like, he stole that money. He did. Okay, now it was weird because why would you say I got something for you when you get home? Okay, it's gonna help you out or whatever. It may not be a lot, but I got it is some of the fact. And my question is, did True tell the brother-in-law, the stepbrother, to take the money to have to hold until he got out? Is that what happened? I don't know. Okay. Then the phone, they hang up the phone. Stepbrother did then tell Shantae, hey, I just want you to know, I'm not being a hater, and I would never speak down on True, but you gotta be careful. And I know how folks in prison is. I know him or whatever saying. And like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if you should trust that. I don't know if you really know what you're getting yourself into. You really know how he is. And she said, if you felt like he wasn't trustworthy, why would you hook me up with him? This fool said, well, I didn't want you to have someone to talk to. I was like, you gave her somebody in prison? That child, that man stole her money. Anyway, next up, we have Joey and Michael. Now look, Joey needs rehab. Okay, Joey, to me, needs rehab because one, his family just found out that he relapsed a few months ago when Michael went to jail. Okay, so he's already like worried about that because they're upset, they're hurt, they're worried about him or whatever. So he's already reeling from that situation. Now he tells Michael, "Hey, my family after the phone call with you, whatever, my sister told my family about me relapsing. He then saying by Michael, oh wow, like do they blame me? I would have never told them that. Like I would have never like it wasn't me. My sister said something because they're worried about me and they don't blame you, you know. But like that's weird. It's kind of crazy. And my thing is the fact that Michael feel like, well, you're good, right? I'm like, no. If that man had been clean and sober at that point for like 10 to 12 years, if he relapsed months ago, no, he not good. Not at all. But again, a part of me feel like Joey needs rehab. Joey is up here being concerned with Michael. Sir, that's gonna stretch you out and get you back on that stuff. Okay, if it hasn't already. So to me, Joey needs, if not and I don't mean rehab as if he's currently using. He needs rehab counseling. He needs some AA or either AA or AA meetings to help him calm himself to not want to use. I feel like the stress of him and Michael is going to cause that man to go get high. Okay. Now, Joy, like, look, I'm pretty raw with my addiction, so I'm just concerned about what's going on, and he's worried about, well, if Michael is on drugs, will it make me get back on drugs? Yes. Yes, it will. Hence me saying Joey needs to get back into rehab to just strengthen his core of not getting high. Okay. Now, Joy then asked Michael about his out date. Michael said, "Look, I gotta in 3 months I gotta go see the pre-board, okay, the pre-board, and then in 3 more months I have to go see the parole board, okay, and then I'll know, like I'll see if or when at least I'll see when I will be granted parole." Now I was like, "Well, that's weird," because he did not give like a real answer or whatever. He sounded like he was not making things up, but it's saying stuff that he does not know if it's really true. Now Joey then said, "I feel like Michael has never really gave me a exact like out date. Like ever since he first went in or whatever, he's been real coy or real vague about how much time he has. And he thinks because he knows that I would not stay with him if he's gonna be gone for a long, long time. Like I'm not doing 5 or 6 years, no. And I think because he knows that, he keeps not giving me a specific date and kind of like leading me on because he does not want me to leave him, because I will." Michael then tells production, "I have not been honest with Joey because it's a chance that I will not get out for 6 years." I said, 6 years? Girl, that's crazy. Now I will say this because I have a friend in prison who has been in prison, child. Let's see, he's probably been in prison about good 17, 18 years or whatever. And I talked to him a while ago, and he was also a person for parole. And even he went to parole or whatever. And the parole people said it was like he had to go to parole, and they gave him like 3 separate out dates. And so he was like, "Yeah, I went before them, but he knows the last date he'll get out. So like at the least, or the least at the most, I think he said he'll be getting out like in maybe 2027, but he may get out in 2025. So he has an out date, but it could be sooner if he gets granted parole quicker." So the part where Michael said, "Well, um, I have to go to the pre-people in this time, and I go back in 6 months, and they'll give me an act." So he may have to go back, and they may say, "Okay, today is May 5th, 2024. Yo, for real out date will be May 5th, 2027." He then knows, okay, I got 2 more years. So they do eventually give you an actual out date, but you can also get out quicker. Okay, but Michael's like, he has not given him a date at all. Because Michael lying. He's lying in general, okay? Now, I do feel like we see him get out. I think I may have seen a clip of that somewhere, or maybe imagine it. But he's still lying. Lying. All up and through. Let's get to child the foolishness. You don't want to be discouraging to black people or whatever. We want to uplift our people. I want to uplift our black men's and women's. And I do. I really, really do. But Ayana is delusional, irresponsible. She is selfish. She's a horn dog, and she's making horrible decisions. Okay, all for some dick. And I'm like, man, it's so much dick in the world. It's so much why. Anyway, Ayana and Jamal. Now y'all know she got 2 DUIs. She also had a fight or whatever, so she had to go to court to get sentenced. She can get up to 90 days. She can get 2 weeks, or she may get 90 days. So that's happened in a couple of days or whatever. And she like, I got things to handle before I go to jail. I got to drop my daughter off, whatever. I got to get some money together for my son to get some clothes for school and whatnot. And I have to put money on a card for Jamal. She said, usually I put $100 per week on a card. I'm gonna put $200 because I'm hoping and praying I just get 2 weeks in prison and then I'm good. And that, because I got a court date, and the court date is the same day I'm supposed to have my visit with Jamal. Okay. Now I said, well, ma'am, the court date is the most important. Not Jamal ain't going nowhere. Okay, he ain't going nowhere. You can't fuck him in prison. You can't. The most you can do is get a hug and a kiss. Ma'am, calm down. Little red Corvette, slow down. Okay. Now her friend, Big Lexi, still while they're driving around because she ain't license. And she's like, well, how you gonna go to see him on the same day you got court? Like, maybe you should not do that. Now the fact that Big Lex said, I feel like Ayana's being delusional. Okay, she's around here like they've only been talking for a couple of months, and it's too fast. Okay, and she said that to Ayana and to Jamal because Jamal called on the phone. Lex is being reasonable and saying, "You girl is too much. You're doing too much." Ayana, I'm gonna miss my court date. I have to see my man. I will miss my court date or whatever because I have to. I'm like, you can see that man when you get back. He not dying. He's still Ayana is the problem in her life. All the bad decisions and the bad circumstances or whatever is really based on decisions she's made in life. Because look, she's young and dumb. And this is the get you got you. Okay. There is 2 versions of being young and dumb. I was also young and dumb. However, I didn't have children to raise. I feel like when you are a parent, you can't afford to be young and dumb. Okay. It is being free, young and dumb, but then there's being a parent and being young and dumb. And you should not be a young, dumb parent. You should not be a young, dumb parent, okay? Because you don't have the freedom to be stupid because you're kids, 2 of them, So the fact that every time she talks about Jamal and them, she's so giddy as if she don't have responsibilities. I'm like, you have 2 kids, girl. What are you doing? Now she gets to mama house. What her mom at? Her mom, first of all, her mama looked. I said, that's your mama? That was her sister. But she young, and her mama had her youngest with her. Her mama said I had kids in high school. Ayana gets her mama house 10. She's going to the jail thing. She's at her mama house to ask her mama, can you watch my daughter? Because why? Because she has 2 kids. She's a son and a daughter. She was dropping the daughter off to ask the mama can she watch the daughter because her son already lives with her mom. Yes, Ayana's son don't live with her. The son's like 9. He has always lived with her mama because she said I got pregnant at 17. I had him at 17. I had postpartum depression, and I just was not stable enough to be a mom. And so my mom has always had him. He lives with her, like he knows me, he loves me, whatever. But my mom full time takes care of him, which is again young and dumb because you already had 1 kid that you could not take care of. And you then had a second one. Not again, her son is 9. Her daughter looks about maybe 1 or 2. So it was, time in between, so whatever. However, you did not have custody, or you didn't have your son was not living with you, and you had a young, dumb, and stupid. Okay. Now, it's weird and dumb again because Ayana is up there in the bathroom on a phone call visit with Jamal. And she put her pants down, twerking. And girl, I said, first, it's the calls are being recorded. You not supposed to show body parts, but child put her pants down, had her thongs on, and was shaking her ass in the camera. She then lifted up her shirt, to show her tata. She had a bra on. I'm like, you'll get that man suspended or locked up a little bit more. She's a whore. She's a mess. Your mama and your kids downstairs. You can't anyway. And she want to fuck. Stand up, let me see it. I was like, what? It's a mess. It's a mess. Okay. Now, when her and Dawn talk about her going to jail for possibly up to 90 days, he said, we keep each other sane, and you keep me sane in here. Okay. I need you, girl. So we're going to figure out how to keep each other sane if we both locked up. You can't. You can't. Now, the mama is down for our kids. Ayana, to me, is more worried about, him. She's more worried about, is you gonna call other women's when I'm in jail? So she's more concerned with him, who he dealing with or whatever, other women or whatever, and him coming home, than she's worried about her own kids. Or how are you more worried about getting Jamal to your house, your own son not in your house? And when she talked to her mama, and mama, I gotta go to jail. Can you watch my daughter while I'm in jail? And the mama like, this is your second DUI. This is your second DUI. At some point, you gotta get your life together, daughter. Okay, your decisions affect your kids and other people's lives, meaning me. Because now you going to jail for up to 90 days, and you expect me to just keep your daughter as if I don't have no life. Okay, and when she said I had two kids. She said I had a hard life too. I had two kids in high school, but I had to be responsible. I had to work my ass. Okay, I work full time, and now because you is fucking up and got a DUI and have to go to jail, and you need me to watch your kids, I would have to take time off because the daughter is too young, for school. That I'm sure they don't have money for daycare. You know what I'm saying? And if you gone for a full 2 weeks, what am I gonna do? So I now have to take time off work. I don't get paid when I'm off work. I'm like, Mom, what you do? I just wonder what job the mama do that she can take, up to 2 weeks off work that she don't get paid for, but she won't be fired. I'm like, what kind? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like, is the mama there too? Maybe she'll, but I just feel like regular jobs don't allow you to take that much time off if you don't get paid for time off and you keep your job, okay? But her point was, I have to lose out on money and take time off work and not be paid for it, okay? Because of your actions. So you have to stop doing dumb shit. Child, Ayana, so it irritates me too, okay? Because look, it's out of my control, mama. It's not, I can't control my mom. I can't, you can't get mad at me because I can control them giving me a DUI for being high and driving. The mama said, stop making dumb ass decisions. Okay, you're around here acting like it ain't no big deal or whatever, and that's not cool. You can't act like there's no, and my thing, first of all, ma'am, it's your fault. Okay, it's your fault that you got the DUIs. It was not out of your control. It was actually all in your control. And the mom like, you were fucking up. And when the mama said, look, I would not always be around here to pick up the pieces for you. She said, yes, you will. You need to, because you're my mama. And I'm like, see, that's the difference. Our parents are here to raise us. And yes, we always want them to be supportive. But there's a difference between, this bad luck happening and your parents helping you out because they're your parents versus you causing things and you doing things that causes bad to happen, and you then expect them to just help you when if you wasn't getting high and driving, a few times, this wouldn't happen. I'm just saying. And the mom like, look, no. I will be supportive as a mom for sure, but I will not keep picking up the pieces, bitch. That's what I do. And Ayana gonna say, see, and that's why my man coming home to girl, get her out of my face. Cause he ain't worth it. I can feel it in my bones. He ain't worth it. Anyway, lastly, we have Tennie and Rob. Now, have y'all, like, I hope y'all have already, y'all take one little second, y'all, and like the video. Because in case y'all forgot, I am born and raised in Detroit. Okay. Let's move on to our last couple round here, and that is Tennie, who's around here getting access to Rob's money. Okay. Rob has also been in jail for like 16 years, I believe. He was in there when he was young as well. And then his wife Tennie, they're married. The last part that we saw, Tennie was meeting with Rob's mama. Okay. And she was pissed because Rob mama brought up his ex-girlfriend, and that set Tennie up. But Tennie came and sat back down. Okay. And her issue was like, look, I did not expect this shit. Okay. You came here and you should have never brought up his ex. That should have never came up at all. Okay. Because there are things that she did for him. There are things that I did for Rob that his ex would have never even thought about doing. Okay. So I never thought I would be walking into you coming at me, and using his ex basically as a shot at me to be petty. Because the mama said it to be petty. She said it to get a rise out of Tennie, because the mama do seem petty too. Okay. And man, you too old to be petty. So the mom like, look, we have to deal with each other or whatever. So I tell me, you tell me how you feel, and maybe that'll help me switch how I feel, because we haven't talked. And I was like, this is my thing. I don't get how the mama is so aggravated with Tennie if y'all haven't talked. Like, what what you mad for? Okay. The mama like, just let me know what's, girl, be quiet. Okay. Tennie then goes up because Tennie was like crying a little bit. Like, for the last 5 years, me and my kids have been the ones driving every weekend to go see him in prison. Okay. I have been the one when you and Rob are at odds. Okay, y'all ain't talking. I'm the one that tells him, that forces him and say, Rob, contact your mom. Okay, that's me. I do that. Okay, when he was around here, and I was the one who started a petition to try to get him released because his sentencing was excessive, and I got 3,000 signatures. Okay, so she's saying these things that she's done since being with Rob or whatever that the mom did not know. I didn't know, but she was the one, having him call me when we was at eyes. I just thought he called me. She's like, no, I will talk to him and tell him to call you. When the mom said, I didn't know any of that. I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. And she also said, I had no idea. The mom said, I don't even go visit him. I'm like, bitch, you don't go visit your son, but you're pissed at his wife, because Tennie's his wife. You're pissed at him, and they've been married for 4 years. You're pissed at the wife for being the wife. It's weird, okay? But she said, you speak on his ex and what she did or whatever. That's crazy. If you still feel like she did more than me, then you can leave here still feeling that way. I don't care. Okay. But the mom tell Tennie, no, I was wrong. I did know I was wrong. Now let me say that first. I did not know all the stuff or whatever. And she's like, I come from a fucked up background. I'm like, when people try to say I come from a fucked up, what does how you raise have to do with you being mean and rude to your son's wife? You know what I'm saying? The whole I come from a fucked up background did not, her attitude Yes. I feel like she has an attitude and she feels like because she had a hard, life in the past, that her son should be helping her. And she feel like, Tennie is taking the money that she should be getting. And I'm like, but take that up with your son, you know. And when Tennie didn't say, well, I had a fucked up background too. You know, so I grew up kind of crazy, and I have been a single mom for a long time or whatever. My daughter's father passed away when she was 1. My son's father is basically not existing or whatever. So for the most part, before I met Rob, I was a single parent, just trying to make it. You know, um, the mom is crying, like, I just know you, I know without my kid, your kids ain't the one, like, it ain't their job to take care of us. It's not his job to take care of me. But I feel like if he is in the position to do it, he should help me out. Now, look, I'm not going to say I don't agree with mom, but when mom said that I don't go visit him, I don't take those drives I'm like, man, if you're not even going to visit him in prison, why do you think he owes you? He go, because remember, he went to prison at like 18, 19 years old. So it's not, what I'm saying? So he been gone ever since then. So I fully understand her point in saying, if my son has enough money that he could just help me out a little bit, for him not to do that, it pisses me off. I get that. But I'm like, also, ma'am, you sell your own mouth. You don't even drive to visit him in prison, but you want him to give you money from prison. That's crazy. Okay. So her and he came to basically like a mutual, understanding that, they fine or whatever. She then said, he, let him know, he only give me $100 a week. He should give me a 175. I was like, oh. But T said, I'll talk to him about it. Now that means he was giving her about $400 a month. Okay. But she like, it should be 175, which would equal about $700 per month. If he can afford to send his mama $700 a month, if he can afford it because he has a business that his primitive brother has, I don't see an issue with that. But the mama wants stuff simply because she's the mama, not because while that man was locked up, she, went to see him. Because again, as she says, she's struggling. Now, when Tina gets home, Tina's pissed. Okay, she's upset because I'm pissed that he even had me go meet with her and have to deal with that shit. So I'm pissed. So she cuts the camera feed so that he can't see the house, and he does not have access to the cameras. Okay, I was like, girl, Jody, I stole my car, Jody. I was like, Lord, because she didn't. The following day, Rob calls her like, hey, did you call the internet folks to see why I can't access the cameras? She said, I cut the cameras. I'm like, girl, not you. Girl, when Jody called you there to say someone stole the car, I stole my car, Jody. She cut the cameras. She said, I was pissed at you. I was pissed at you about what you and your mom or whatever. Your mom brought up your ex. She then said, plus, so we find out that Teeny did not know that Rob had been sending his mama money monthly. She didn't know about that little money. So and she told me what that money you give her every month. Oh, yeah. So she's pissed about the ex conversation and also finding out he was already sending the mama money. But plus he calls this Rick because he's a child. Okay, that child, he don't know no better. Well, he do. But my point is that man don't know how to operate in the real world. Okay, anyway. Rob then tells us, because again, she's pissed about the mama mentioning the ex-girlfriend. I thought this was a girl he was with before he went to prison or whatever. No. Rob tells us that he was in a 7-year relationship with a woman he met on a dating website while he was in prison. Now again, remember, him and Teeny been married. Well, they've been together 5 years, and they've been married before. He's been in jail, I think, 16 years. So the whole time he's been in prison, he's really been with 2 women. This ex-girlfriend who was with for 7 years, and now him and Teeny been there 5. He then tells us that when he first started dating Teeny, he was still communicating with the ex. him and the ex were kind of at odds or whatever. Tennie don't know that, okay? He said, but me and Tennie, met up or whatever. And then, she stole the show. And I left my ex alone. And I got with Tennie and we got married. Okay. And we've been married now 4 years. So he then say, Tennie don't know. Cause remember y'all on episode 1, he said, I have a secret. I have to tell her and I don't know how to tell her. I'm like, what can it be? Because he's been in prison for so long. I was like, what is it? Unless he had a kid before he went to prison, unless he was banging the guard, got a pregnant. I was like, what could it be? Well, Rob got the ex's face tattooed on his arm in prison. I said, first of all, that is a prison tattoo. Okay. I said, is she white? Because that's a white girl haircut. That's either a white lady or T-Box. Okay. But he said, I've always hid this part of my arm from her. Even if I don't have a shirt on, I'll turn my body sideways so she can't see his arm or whatever. So Tennie does not, but again, it's prison. It's prison, so it's not as if she's seen his whole body or whatever. That's a horrible tattoo. That's a horrible tattoo. But he said, I plan to either get it covered up before I leave or I'll deal with it once I'm home and she sees it. But I'm like, y'all have been together for 5 years, married for 4 years. If she don't know, you have your ex's face tattooed on your arm. She got pissed at the mama even mentioning the ex. Child, that may cause them to get divorced, or they won't, but I'm just saying. But that's his big secret, that he has the lady's face tattooed on his body. I was like, girl. So that was one thing that she still don't know, but we know. Okay, you then tell her, okay, babe, so guess what? Remember how I talked to PO people here, and the PO people said, like, if I get home, I think at this point he was supposed to be getting out in like a week or two. He then said they told me if I came home now, I would have all these stipulations or whatever, all these restrictions or whatever. Basic parole restrictions. I can't do this, can't do that. He said, but they said if I stay in longer, a few months longer, that when I get out, I won't be under those same strict guidelines. And so I'll come home in 2 more months. I have to do 2 more months of time here. And I've already made that decision to do 2 more months. And she's pissed. She's like, why would you not talk to me about it? He said, I assume that you would say, okay. He's like, we want to travel, whatever. And wouldn't it be easier for us to do all this or whatever if I already am off parole? So yeah, it'll be 2 more months of me in here, and she's upset like that's 8 more visits, 8 more weekends or whatever to go. If that child, if y'all video chat all the time, he has cameras in the house for the next 2 months, stay up there. I will see you when I see you. You hear me? Because you waited 5 years, 2 months ain't shit. Stop taking your kids up the road again to see them in prison. Let them take the next 2 months off from that shit. Because that lady tattooed on his arm is weird. Anyway, that's the whole episode. Okay, I am done. Do not forget today, because sometimes it is 2:19 a.m. Because I'm here, y'all. Hi. I look a mess. It's 2:19 a.m. Y'all will get this sometime on Sunday morning. I will be live at around 4 p.m. for Love and Marriage Huntsville review. I'm a child now. I'm gonna go off on the people. You hear me? It's gonna be good old time. So Love and Marriage Huntsville is at 4, and then I will have a live gossip chit chat at 7. So be there or be square. Okay. And again, I'm trying different colors for my channel. Okay, I want to have things look a little bit different or whatever. It's a bit of a moving background and whatnot. So yeah, changes are coming. Okay, but I gotta go. Okay, y'all know, watch my other content. It's up on my channel. Okay, it's up on my channel. But thank y'all for watching. I gotta go. I love you all. Be good, be safe, and do not date folks in prison. They be lying. I gotta go. Bye.